my Cultural Plunge, I actually volunteered with a group called Lunches of Love. They're a nonprofit organization that started off as a mission through First United Methodist Church in Rosenberg. They're committed to ending childhood hunger in the Richmond and Rosenberg communities. Lunches of Love made me feel like I was part of something important. My experience definitely outweighed my expectations. When I initially heard about the Lunches of Love organization, I kind of assumed that I would just be going in, making lunches, and watching kids come to eat the lunches. I had heard that it was out of a church, so I assumed that it was just a small missions project run by the church. I seriously could not have been more wrong. I found that Lunches of Love is like a well-oiled machine run on the power of its volunteers, and there are tons of volunteers. While it did start out as a small-scale mission for the First United Methodist Church, it quickly grew and became a nonprofit organization. When I signed up to volunteer, there were like 0 spots open, and I was expecting for it to just kind of be a come as you are and volunteer as you will type of thing. Not only does Lunches of Love have tons of volunteers, but they have tons of volunteers from all different age brackets. They have a job for literally everyone. And one of the cool things is that they say that if your kid can hold a crayon, they have a job for them, which means that they can come and be a part of it and just decorate the bags that these lunches are going into. I definitely learned that I have a heart for projects like this. Since going and volunteering, I've told all of my friends about it and have started making plans to do more for this group. I definitely want to continue volunteering here. The children who get these lunches are so incredibly grateful. This experience made me feel like I was a very small part of a very important mission. It made me feel so overprivileged to just be able to go to the grocery store and buy the things that I want to eat. I overheard a little boy asking his mom why these kids don't just go get McDonald's, and his mom said, "Well, son, some people just can't afford that." I think one of the most amazing parts of this organization is that people of all ages can volunteer and see firsthand the community in which it benefits. This experience definitely impacted the way that I view my own life. I've always felt entitled to certain things like food and shelter, but with this experience I found that those things are not so basic to others. Food is hard to come by for these children and for their families, and I need to have more appreciation for the things that I have. I think the most shocking part for me was when I heard that these kiddos come from their homes where they are most likely home alone on bikes to pick up their one meal of that day. This experience will help me to better understand that everyone walks through life a little bit differently. While I'm lucky enough to work in a school where this isn't a big concern, there are so many children in neighboring communities without the basic necessities to live. Children who go hungry on a daily basis. I'll be more conscious of this, and I hope to help others like my students and my colleagues do the same.